Kingcayne.
Alright, what's going on, y'all? So today's Gems and Gaming is about finding courage. Finding courage. A quick disclaimer before we get started and find a match. I am not great at Battlefield. I normally play with people, Black Rambo or Mad Max or Noodles. So we're just gonna do a Gems and Gaming, and we're gonna try it out. But yeah, it's about finding courage. You know, it's cool to play Battlefield and talk about finding courage because, I mean, you have to think about how much courage you have to fight in the military. I'm sure that's an enormous amount of pressure, just like mentally, before you even get there, and then to get on the battlefield and to have to survive. Bro, I bet that's taxing. And I'm sure a lot of our veterans don't get credit. You know, even as I'm talking and describing that, I'm just like, man, that's tough. But, you know, even if you think about how difficult it has to be a soldier, there are some people in this world who still feel like, yo, my life is super difficult right now. Like, either I can't afford X, Y, and Z, or I'm dealing with X, Y, and Z, whatever it is, and it just feels like it's like killing them. They almost feel like they're at war with their problem. You know, when you deal with a mental battle like that and you feel like you're losing, that's the most important time to find courage. Right? If our soldiers can fight on the battlefield and survive for their families, for their countrymen, you know, if they have the ability to find the courage, then that came from somewhere. That came from somewhere within. So I'm sure that you also, or we also, have the courage, can find that courage. You know, just like our soldiers prepare and be on the battlefield and they're focusing when a problem is too tough. You also have to approach it that way. You also have to approach it where you have to understand that you're not gonna just be a soldier and go out to the battlefield fully prepared, fully confident, without preparing. Like, that's just not gonna happen. Oh my goodness. That's not gonna happen. So if soldiers are preparing themselves to be prepared for the battlefield, we should also prepare ourselves for any problem that we're gonna face. So let's talk about something. Let's talk about something real, something, I don't know, kind of lighthearted, but something real at the same time. I'm trying to think of some topics. I don't want to get like mad deep, you know, just randomly and just go off on a tangent, but something where it's related, where you deal with something. I mean, a lot of people, you know, I'm a career coach, so I deal with a lot of people that have financial trouble, and it's my job to help them mitigate that financial trouble by helping them get a job, a great job. Oh man. So you know, I understand how they're feeling in that moment when they need a job, because I grew up very poor as well. If you haven't seen the School of Afrotech, I highly suggest you check it out. You'll have some great stuff in there. Excuse me, on that video. So, you know, when I hear people talk about their money problems, I know like how they feel. I know sometimes they feel like it's the worst thing you ever experienced. Bro, when you live in check to check, bro, that's the worst. That's the worst feeling, bro. Living check to check. And when I graduated college, I was going through a lot. Yeah, I moved out on my own. Not not voluntarily, and I was in this apartment complex, me and my dog, and I was just getting laid off from a job. This was like my first job out of college, I guess. My first job out of college, I got laid off. So I'm moving out, I'm paying rent. My rent was like $1,000. I have no money going in. I was scared, bro. Like every day was like tough as heck. Like every single day was like, man, I hope I have enough money to eat. Like it was like pretty rough. Eventually, oh, how far? Oh, okay, word. Eventually, I do get a break. I get a couple jobs, like very well paying jobs, several different positions. It took a long time, but I finally started building my money, and it wasn't check to check anymore. I could finally like go on dates and not stress out, like not go like, oh man, I hope. Whew. You gotta tell the girl like, hey, can you run to the bathroom real quick? Run to the bathroom. Hey, come swipe my card. You know, if it don't go in, come tell me. You know, like eventually it got to the point where it wasn't that bad, which is fantastic, which is all I ever wanted. And then I got to the point where I started to maximize how to make money and stuff like that. So I was able to help people. So anyway, that long-winded description just to say I know what it's like to be poor, and I know what it's like to get out of that situation. So when I say dang, bro. So when I say like, it's in those moments when you going through something real tough and you broke and you got no money and you starting to get a little bit desperate, that's when it's some of those moments where you got to find courage, because remember, you still fighting a battle. Whether you know it or not, you still fighting a battle, and that's the moment where you need absolute courage. Sorry, let me help you. Because what I did was I just kept working, and working hard and doing all the stuff I promote as a career coach, just like reaching out to people, seeking advice, seeking mentors. There are some shortcuts for sure to get out of your money situations, but when you work hard, it's going to go super slow, and it's going to build super slow. Now, some people don't like that because it's like it's not guaranteed, but what comes easy, it's not worth it. So when you need something that's worth it, you're gonna have to go to battle for it. You're gonna have to fight a war. So when you have to fight a war, what you gotta do? You gotta do like our soldiers, and you're gonna have to find that courage. You don't have no choice. I mean, I hope y'all digging these metaphors, because I'm trying super hard to focus. I'm probably not helping my team that much, if I'm being honest, but oh my goodness, I'm probably not helping my team at all, especially with that L. But yeah, that's the gist. I mean, everything you go through is essentially a battle, essentially a war. You're on that battlefield. It's not as anywhere near as life-threatening as being a soldier, but every day, especially when you go through problems, you're gonna have to be a soldier. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to. If it was meant to be easy, it would be. So I just did it. Oh dang, I'm all out in the open. Yeah, if it was meant to be easy, it would be. All right, so when it's difficult, don't quit. That's when you got to find courage. That's when you got to find courage, especially when you poor. When you scared to like talk about something real, like with a family member or something. All right, that's one of the man. Me and my mom had like a overall great relationship, but I had some trauma I was dealing with from living in their crib. And let me get down. And you know, we had to have a conversation one day, and I was just letting her know like how I felt. All right, but that what I was telling my mom, it hurt her. All right, and in turn, that hurt me. So like, it was something I was avoiding for years and years and years and years and years. But you know, I did it, and since then, our relationship has been more than fantastic. More than fantastic. Even better than it was before I said something. All right, and remember, our relationship was already good. So, you know, because I found courage, and because I was telling my, you know, I found the courage to speak up and say how I really feel about, oh my goodness, you know, the situation, whatever the case may be, it got better after that. Right? It got better after that. So, you know, you never know. You never know, like, what's around the other side. You know, if you just keep pushing, you never know what you're going to discover. You know, what you're going to uncover. Oh my goodness, this man came busting. And that's why you just got to keep pushing. You got to find the courage in any situation. I mean, I can keep going. I can say something light. I can say something serious. I done seen it all. I've been through a lot. A lot. So, it's, you know, because of that, I have, you know, been in situations where I had no choice but to find courage. Oh my goodness, get up. You must have ran out of bullets. Oh! Yo, they ran me over. And, you know, I remember just growing up thinking I'd never find it, if I'm being honest with y'all. Like, I thought I was just going to be scared forever, bro. That's real. Like, I never thought I was going to overcome the things that I overcame. Or had the courage to even talk about it like it's not that big a deal, you know, because I know people suffer. So for someone to be on the internet and just be like, oh man, guys, you just gotta have some courage. Like, I know that sounds like almost like someone's not really appreciating how much you're already fighting, right? Because I know that you already are. I know that we all are, right? If you're going through tough times, I know that you know, I know you putting up a fight, a tough fight, and I commend you for that. I commend you for that, but I guarantee you, you know, you haven't won you haven't won the best battle yet. You haven't, you know. Yo, is he facing here? What's going on? Oh. Yeah, I also don't got the sound, but y'all know that. I don't play with sound. Yo, my team is dying with the quickness. Are they right here? Oh, come on. Ain't no way in the world. Appreciate it. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I know I'm talking about something a little deep, but I mean, I hope you get the message. You know, I hope it clicks and makes sense. Because, you know, I'm not, you know, just trying to make light of anyone's situation or anything like that. I'm coming from the best of places with the, you know, with the experience and wisdom to back it up. But finding courage, although very, very difficult, is extremely important for you to find what's on the other end, or what's at the finish line for you. But if you give up, you're never going to see what's at the at the end of the finish line. I can't even tell anyone how. I remember watching Dragon Ball Z, and I used to be like, yo, I could not see this card. Alright, we got 2 people up top, and they got a sentry. Yo, they got the setup, man. That's crazy. Oh, appreciate it. I remember watching Dragon Ball Z, and I remember like Vegeta on different scenes talking about how he turned Super Saiyan, where he just couldn't hold it no more. He just couldn't lose anymore. He was done. He was tired of losing. He was done with that. So he finally found a way to transform and go to the next level, and that's called Super Saiyan. And I love that episode. It was my favorite episode. I used to wonder, like, yo, how did you do that, bro? Like, how did you even find the courage? Oh my goodness, I tried to heal this man. How did you even find the courage to keep fighting, to keep pushing? Like, I used to always wonder as a kid, like, man, how do I become like Vegeta? Or whoever I was watching at the time who overcame stuff. Naruto hit me. I mean, I'm sure it hit a lot of people, but Naruto hit me as a kid, man. I was like, bruh, how do I be like Naruto? This man, but I want to believe it. Oh, man. I'm trying to believe it like Naruto. Yo. Man, Naruto, man. That type of stuff, like, really inspired me as a kid. And I think that's why a lot of people, was a fan. Because it wasn't just like, come on, man. It wasn't just like, a dope show. It had a lot of lessons and a lot of encouragement in it, which was super fire. But something like Naruto is dope with finding courage. All right, like, finding courage is essential and important. And just like these people, trying to come in here, and they know it's difficult, they know it's tough, they about to keep trying, keep trying, and keep trying, and keep trying, and keep trying until they get in. And they might make it. I'm not going to cap. They might make it. Oh, snap. They're going to make it. Sorry, y'all. Oh, snap. Yeah. Yeah, so I got quiet. I was trying to focus, man. Yo, see, I was saying they might make it. They really close. They actually, I think, are about to get in here. It's currently 19 to 3 people. So they definitely got a shot for sure. But yeah, man. I hope, I tried to make it somewhat motivational for sure. Like I said, I'm this man whack for that. Oh, okay. That's dope. I try to keep it somewhat motivational. I'm gonna probably cut it here. As y'all can see, it's about to just turn into me trying to win this match. I normally, like, when I feel like, oh man, I didn't do as well, or I didn't give my best effort with my gyms and gaming, it normally works out. So I hope that it works out, and I hope you guys took something from it. Find your courage, man. Leave comments, talk about your courage. I want to hear about your stories, your triumphs, your battles for sure. You guys are really more entertaining than you think. Being honest with you. Oh my goodness. Well, it's probably a wrap here, but I hope y'all took something from it. Y'all take it easy.